Hello, fellow tarnished, and welcome back to the 100% completion series, aka the adventure of Dora the Explorer. We got teleported to the Roundtable. It was quite early. It's kind of random, I think. So we'll chat a little bit around and then we'll keep exploring.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
As a good practice, you want to talk 3 times with the NPCs. Normally after 3 times you exhaust their dialogues. Let's talk to this guy. Very important guy.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's...
Alright, so he is the smitter. He will upgrade our weapons indefinitely. So we don't need to go to the Church of Elle to do that anymore. We will come to this guy. Now we don't have materials, so we have a very high level upgrading materials, but not the low levels at the moment. We cannot buy them at the moment.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time. Technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
I wonder who is this her. Let's sell some of these fat boys. We're gonna go for a good leveling up. I will go for one more dialogue. Right, so if you want to change your appearance, here is the place. Okay. It's for free. You can change the name, even the gender. So let's sing. And let's talk to Fia.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Roundtable hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
Voila. So Fia is a very important character. One of the endgame quests involve her, and also a
You are very warm.
secret boss.
What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
And it's good to go back to her from time to time. We will do that anyway throughout the playthrough, so do not worry. You don't need to do that now. So we got this item. This item, as you can see in the top left of the screen, we have now a red icon with an arrow pointing down. Our health is reduced because we have this item in the inventory. The item is pretty useless, so once you hugger, just use it, and the next time you teleport, you're gonna get your health back or after a little bit of time. Now I wanted to go, but actually we'll talk to this guy later because we are doing lots of chatting. But if you are a Fate player, you want to talk with this guy.
I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number, unless you wish to lay down your life in vain. Those who live all the more.
Alright, actually, you have to do something before. Normally you can find this guy also outside in the world. I guess it depends, I don't know what depends on.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Roundtable Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form.
Order.
Righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
We do.
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of...
You can learn incantations if you want to. I never played Fate, so I can't really suggest. This is not gonna be much of a chat, but you learn the gesture. And finally, then we will proceed. This is a vendor. Actually, I'm going to buy this. It sells quite a few weapons. I will also buy the longsword and the dagger. Actually, the dagger not. We will drop so many of those. It's a waste of money. Longsword is pretty good straight sword, and I want it. If you don't have any seal, you can buy this one to cast incantations. And the memory stones that I bought increases my memory slots. I don't even have to equip it or anything, it just does it. So now I can hold one more spell. You know what, since this is the last NPC, let's talk to it. To him.
Hello. You must be new here. Well, the honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your... She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Alright, if we find her, we're gonna tell him. This is also a very important game for the lore. So, let's move on. First of all, we're gonna go to Selen, the trainer, because she has a spell I do want. Now. And then action, okay?
Young apprentice, you are a so now.
The dialogue is always the same. We are not gonna give the scroll, but I want this spell. Scholar Armament. It will allow us to buff our weapon. And we go to the Lost Grace. We will also improve our flask. The physics flask. This increases our stamina regen. Very nice. Enhanced charged attacks, we don't really care about that. I'm not planning to use that many. Memorize the spell, and we memorize this one. Now we also have this new spell that we got before. I cannot use it now, but I will potentially use it later. This is an incantation, so it's not for us. Alright. Now last time I mentioned about a great sword, a colossus sword actually. It's the great sword, it's called the great sword. It's over here. Or maybe over here. There are a couple of dogs. It's a wagon. You can just run, grab it, and then keep going with your adventures. But I'm not gonna go back there anytime soon. So now my plan is going there. we'll do our cave, and in that cave we'll be able to grab some smithing stones to improve our weapons. Good there. And as we go there, we're gonna grab that weapon. It's a cool weapon. It's twin blade, so consider it. I'm quite sure it's a quality weapon or even a strength weapon. But early on, it doesn't really matter what they are, as long as you have the requirements. And yes, it's over here. So you need to jump to get in here. Very cool weapon. I used those from time to time in my previous playthrough. Maybe I can even showcase them very quickly. Look at this. This is the moveset that when you two-hand them. Very cool. Nice jump attack. The charge attack is decent as well. Overall, very cool weapon, very solid. If you go for a bleed later on that you can apply to it, they proc a bleed very quickly as well because they do multiple hits, so highly recommend. Now, in this lake there is a drake or a dragon, and it will pop once you go to those guys having a party over there. I'd rather not doing that. I'd rather upgrading the weapons a little bit more. Not that I can't take it down, but if the weapon is upgraded, the fight will last, will be shorter. Dragons the first times are challenging, but you will encounter so many that you will be able to kill them blindfolded. And let's go. So now, very often, these elevators, you can take the elevators or you can drop down in sort of a hidden paths. They are not necessarily a path, but they hold some goodies. So, the purpose of this series, and also being this early game, it's worth it to grab as much as we can. And we have our Lost Grace. Sweet. Now, we got the enchantment scholar armament. We can enchant our weapon with it. And this is a good practice we will follow often. Damage it will be much better. And make sure you grab all these stones, right? If you can go for critical attacks, it's always better, especially against these guys. They're quite tanky. Going too quickly is normally, it leads you to death. The greed and overconfidence are the real bosses of this game, so be careful. The guy dropped another smithing stone level 1, it's good. So if you crouch, you will do like the rolling attack, the equivalent of the rolling attack. Stupid rats. There we go. There will be many messages telling you hidden paths and etc. It's not true. Just listen to me. Sometimes the messages are good. A good way to understand whether the message is good or not is because there are appraisals. So they've been kind of voted positively by the community. And we are down. I should have used the elevator. I forgot. I don't think we can call it from down here. Oh no, we can. Okay. Now the scholar armament doesn't last forever. I think 1 or 2 minutes, or actually 2 or 3. Here it screams ambush. It was a dog. I don't mind killing dogs with the magic. Pretty. The glintstone scraps are crafting items to make some sort of throwable thingy. There's another one. Dogs are nasty. Obviously you can come to these areas after you've been going around grinding golden seeds, sacred tears and etc. But come on, like this spot is feasible. Alright, quite sure the way forward is actually, I don't know, I'm confused. Very confused. Right. So we have to go back up. Very confused. I don't remember this place to be any complicated. I was hearing people working. And we came from here. Yeah, that's the Lost Grace. Went that direction. And there was nothing, right? Atmosphere in the game is unique anyway. This torch is so bright. You can even make it brighter. Maybe there is a drop down here. Yeah. You cannot reach it actually from by just jumping down. Right. More. Not gonna buff the weapon anymore. Okay, these do range attack. Because I don't have much FP left. Yeah, if you go for backstabs, it's always good. It's also good that later on you get good get. Yo, bro. Some talismans that will actually make you recover health or FPs. Something else you should know, in every single cave, in every single catacomb, which is another type of cave, there will always be a boss, mini boss. Sometimes they are nastier than a normal boss. And here is our boss. Alright. I'd like to buff the weapon, but I'm quite confident I'm gonna have time. I want to use this pebble, this mana that I have left for a pebble. And wish me luck. Now, if you don't two-hand this guy, I don't think you can. I think you get a bit staggered when you hit him. Jump attacks. Actually, this is a good moment to explain a mechanic of the game. As you could see, I staggered the guy twice. All enemies have an invisible bar, including bosses, as you could see. And it's a staggering bar, and you increase it by hitting the enemy. Now, some attacks increase it faster. It's not. It does. I don't see. It's not related to the damage you do necessarily. Charge attacks, especially fully charged, and jump attacks charge the staggering bar faster. Now, we did that. We are gonna go to the Church of LM. We're gonna go to the Church of LM. Just checking my upgrade materials and upgrade our Morning Star very quickly. After that, I will check my time and perhaps we are gonna go for Fort High. Perfect. I won't upgrade anything else for the moment. Kind of tempted to try these weapons. 13 dexterity, 13 strength. So for the moment I cannot use them, so I'm not gonna try. Later we will find a trinket.
Wait,
let's have a chat with this guy.
Well, you're back. Ah, then you met Blythe, did you? Wonderful. I'm glad I pointed you in his direction. He's boorish, blunt, and couldn't find his nose with both hands. But he's a good egg. I think the two of you are sure to find the best in one another.
I'm sure about that too.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you and you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you, my people? Wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now. Though the Elden Ring is shattered, I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine.
Interesting, guys, huh? We are going to buy the notes. Actually, as I buy them, I will go through them, so not right now.
Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving.
Alright,
Goodbye.
if you say so. We don't have time for Fortnite because I also want to go get Kenneth High, and there is the dialogue, blah blah blah. But we're gonna go for another one before wrapping up. No, not that guy. No, not right now. So the first time is traumatizing. I'm quite confident I could go for it, but again, this is supposed to be, let's say, how you would handle the. You also guys would handle it the first time you play, right? If you really want to, you can do exactly the same things that I do. We're gonna go for another mini boss, sort of. It's an NPC / mini boss. Rather easy. Or actually we will not. Okay, we go next episode for different ones. We will go for Fortnite and then for this thing. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.